As a Minecraft builder, people often ask me how I don't get tired of building in Minecraft, and the answer is the mod worldedit. Worldedit is a super useful tool that allows you to build massive mega structures in very short amounts of time. So here are the basics to get started. Now the first thing you'll need to know is how to make a selection, which will be used for pretty much every command. To select your first position, simply left click while holding a wooden axe, and repeat the same thing but by right clicking for your second position. A really useful command for this is /up0, which spawns a glass block directly underneath you so you can easily make a selection. Now you'll have a 3D selection, and the first command we can utilize this selection with is /set. This will just fill the selection with any block. The next command I'll show you is /stack. As you can probably tell from the name, this just stacks whatever's in the selection how many times you want to, in the direction you're looking. This can be really useful for building walls. The next command we'll look at is /expand. This doesn't make any physical changes to the selection, it just enlarges it in whatever direction you're looking in. The next command I'll show you is /walls, which is exactly what it sounds like. It adds walls of whatever block or for your choice to selection. Now let's move on to something a little more complicated, brushes. First, grab any tool/weapon, anything will work here. There are many kinds, the first one being sphere brushes. Type this command while holding the tool and you can use practically any block for this, and then simply right click to use the brush. You can also use a mixture of blocks for this, which can be really useful. If you don't want all the blocks to be in equal proportion to each other, use this command, however make sure the percentages add to 100. On the topic of brushes, there is a mask command, and be careful here as there is only one slash here. This command pretty much makes it so that your brush only affects a certain block. This can be pretty useful for rustic pathways. Another way you can use this is with arrows, which makes it so that the brush only affects the block on top of the mask. I use this all the time for building farmland. You can also use /mask air, which is really useful when you're using brushes around builds. Another tip for brushes is to use an airbrush to simply clear out an area. If you want to disable a brush or mask, just add none to the end of the command, or if you want to change a brush, just write in a different command as it will overwrite it. There's also /replace, which turns a certain block into another, and there's also /replace near, which replaces the blocks in a certain radius with another. If you want to replace all blocks, just write this command like so. Next, we're going to be looking at the copy and paste commands as well as the rotations. First, make a selection and type the command /copy. You'll want to stand exactly where you want to paste it, as the place you paste it in will be proportional to where you were standing when you copied it, if that makes any sense. Honestly, just play around with it and you'll get the hang of it. Then you use /paste, and adding -a to the end makes it so that air is ignored when it is pasted. You might want to rotate it, so before you paste, type /rotate and how many degrees you want it to rotate by. It is recommended to use multiples of 90, as when you don't, the block placement may be disfigured, though if you want to make something look damaged, this can actually be pretty useful. On the topic of copy and pasting, there are Killable Brushes, which paste custom builds with a brush when right clicked. First, make a selection of the build you want to use, and use /move and how many blocks your build is tall, in this case 1. Then look up and use /expand and how many blocks tall the build is. Then type /copy. Here, where you're standing doesn't matter, and then you can get a brush and type /br clipboard -a. So there you have it, the basics of worldedit. I use this mod all the time like I did in this video here.